Is DaBaby really canceled? All right, let's get into this. Okay, so welcome to my opinion, not yours. I know I haven't done any videos like this in a while, but this story, you know I have to cover this shit, right? So don't be afraid to leave your opinion in the comments and like and subscribe. If you want more videos like this, I could definitely get it for you. If you're consistent with me, I'll be consistent with you. Just drop a comment, you know what I'm saying? But don't forget, it's my opinion, not yours. So let's get into this. Okay, so DaBaby is being attacked by all angles right now. This nigga is under fire. It's DaBaby versus the world. But the question that I have to ask is he really canceled though? Well, let's find out. This nigga is being attacked by multiple groups of cancel culture. First of all, he already stirred up the pot a little bit by bringing out Tory Lanez on his set right after he performed Crybaby, which was a song he had with Meg Thee Stallion. And we already know how that's gonna make a lot of the women feel about that. But that's not really what got people pissed off, because DaBaby decided to say this during his performance.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if you like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this.
Yeah, keep it real.
Some of y'all suspect as a motherfucker.
The public response was insane, but that nigga Baby, he ain't going. He ain't having it. This nigga is going out swinging. So the first thing he decided to do was take out his phone.
Weak ass internet shit one time, and I'm gonna get back to what I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a little 5-6 second clip. Me and all my fans at the show, the gay ones and the straight ones, we turn the fuck up. I say, if you don't got AIDS, put a cell phone light up. I say, if you ain't suck dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights up. So I could drop my next song. I wasn't going on no rant. That's called a call to action. That's what that's called, because I'm a live performer. I'm the best live performer. I'm the live show killer. You interact with your fans. You get what I'm saying? Look, all the lights went up, gay or straight. You want to know why? Because even my gay fans don't got fucking AIDS, stupid ass niggas. They don't got AIDS. My gay fans, they take care of themselves. They ain't going for that. They ain't no nasty gay niggas. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no junkies. You know what I'm saying? On the street. The hell you talking about, nigga?
And somehow he found a way to apologize and double down at the same damn time. So he decided to hop on Twitter and he tweeted, anybody who done ever been affected by AIDS, HIV, y'all done got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody, so my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. And I'm not gonna lie, I fucking cried when I seen that. And not to be insensitive to anyone it affects, but like, that was fucking hilarious. I didn't think a nigga was gonna go on there and actually speak his mind. Like, that's just crazy. Now, in the midst of this nigga is being attacked by everyone. He got attacked first by Dua Lipa, somebody like, I'm not gonna lie, I've never ever heard of her. Like, I've never heard of her. But her fan base was wildin'. She's some pop star. Her fan base was wildin' on DaBaby. And then the brand Boohoo Man or some shit like that. I looked at their store. I don't know, it's not high fashion or anything, but it's not bad type of stuff. But like, yeah, they dropped him. Everyone was making a big deal about that. And then this nigga was getting condemned by Miley Cyrus, Lady Gaga, Madonna, Elton John. Now, I'm telling you, once Elton John comes out, that's how you know the great whites are out and they're coming for you. But you know what DaBaby did? He didn't cry like no baby. DaBaby put his back against the wall and he does what DaBaby does. And he started shooting back. And he maybe did cry a little bit, but nonetheless, he was crying and shooting back at the same time. This nigga was responding to everything and everyone, and I don't even have the time to go through all the rebuttals and everything because we're going to be here all day. But the funniest one to me was the Questlove one, because Questlove basically said before these comments that DaBaby was one of the people he wanted to perform for him, but after these comments, he scratched off his list, and DaBaby basically said, nigga, I don't even know you. And I'm your favorite rapper. You wanted me to perform, nigga. I don't even know you. And then he just got obliterated by Twitter for saying he doesn't know Questlove. But in the midst of the madness, do you know what DaBaby decides to do? He does what all great artists do. He decides to express himself through his music. So he drops a music video called Giving What It's Supposed to Give. And I'm not gonna lie, I like the song. The song is pretty fire. But there was an AIDS line in there that could definitely be taken in poor taste due to the timing. And what made headlines was he decided to put a message at the end of the video in rainbow colors, definitely towards the LGBTQ community, and says, "Don't fight hate with hate. My apologies for being me the same way you want the freedom to be you." And I'd like to tell you that I think that DaBaby might be the worst apologizer in history. Now, before I get to the title, which is DaBaby really canceled? I'm going to give my opinion on the whole matter, all right? It gets pretty deep, so bear with me. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to attack is, was he wrong? So let's go back to the initial statements that he made. So the first thing he said is, if you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 to 3 weeks, then put your cell phone light up. Now, I'm going to say straight up, that was dead wrong. That was insensitive. That was misinformation. And just imagine if you're a DaBaby fan in that crowd and you have HIV. That is just alienating your own fan base. And like, nah, I can't agree with that in any way. Okay, so the next thing he says is, ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light up. And that one, if you're mad about that one, you need to wash your pussy and get a life. Because honestly, if you've been to a rap concert, or especially if you go to any like Caribbean, Jamaican event, you can see by the things that they do to get the crowd active. It's very creative, it's very raw, and it's very fun. If the DJ says, if you got $100 in your pocket, put your hands up right now, and I don't got $100, what am I supposed to do? Cry? Like, nah, nigga, like, I'ma still put my hands up and pretend I have $100. But that's why I can't compare that one to the HIV one. Because, like, if your pussy stink, bitch, like, that shit just not comparable to me. Okay, so now for the last thing that got people real mad. And this one I don't get. Because all he said was, fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. Keep it real. And lots of people took that as a attack on homophobia. I'm going to just say he didn't say anything against sucking dick, pause. But he didn't say nothing against niggas or fellas sucking dick. He was talking about sucking dick specifically in the Rolling Loud parking lot. I don't understand how that's an attack on gay people. I don't think his intent was to offend gay people. I think his intention was to get as many lights up as he can, right? But I do also understand that if you accidentally hurt somebody, you should still apologize. And his apology was very insensitive, and I could understand why the LGBTQ community could be mad about his apology, because now he's doing things to make him actually seem like a homophobe. And for the sake of entertainment, I love the responses and the back and forth, but a lot of these responses are very poor. And like the shit like T.I. saying, like, comparing his shit to Lil Nas X's shit, those are just bad comparisons that are hurting your argument. But I do like how he did take the time to apologize to the HIV community, because I feel like there's no debating if that was right or wrong. That was wrong. But cancel culture doesn't really care for apologies, now do they? Okay, so another thing that I wanted to get into was something else that DaBaby said that I feel like was kind of overlooked. DaBaby said, and for any brands, networks, or artists that like to profit off of black rappers' influence on the culture without understanding it or having the patience to deal with what comes with the position we play in our culture, keep your money next time. Us niggas human too, God bless. Now, if you watch my Tory Lanez video on if he's really canceled, I posed the same question about hip-hop hypocrisy. The hypocrisy in hip-hop and the fake moral compass. As you see, most of the people speaking out against DaBaby isn't actually part of the culture. It's people outside of the culture. And that just brings me to wonder, is it about what's right or wrong? Is it about the morals and character of these artists? Because to me, society's framing it as if we care about the character of these people, and it's about right or wrong. Then why don't we cancel people when they make songs like Who I Smoke, when there's 15 and 16-year-old kids getting killed? And I'm not trying to make a false comparison with homophobia and kids getting killed. I'm just trying to prove that both are wrong and both are being promoted through music or on stage, but one calls for cancellation and the other doesn't. And that's why I can't fuck with cancel culture. It's just hip hop hypocrisy. So now down to the original question. Is DaBaby really canceled? Now this is an interesting one because it seems like he's getting hate from the highest places everywhere, but his numbers on Spotify are staying the same. His numbers on Instagram are the same. And even his music video, it seems to be doing better than it would if it wasn't part of the situation. His music video is going up. It had almost 2 million views in a day. I will say to the public, it really looks like he's being canceled. But like I say, if you have a core fan base, I don't think that you can truly be canceled. I think worst case scenario is what happened to Tory Lanez because he got blackballed by all streaming services, which is only happened to him in 6ix9ine. And I just noticed that giving what it's supposed to give isn't on streaming services. So we got to pay attention to see what happens to DaBaby from here on out. Let's see how the streaming services treat him. It seemed like the only brand that dropped him was that Boohoo Man brand. And like I said, they could have been paying him a bag, but I don't think it's anything substantial. That brand has no impact on the culture. When I looked on their website, it didn't seem like a high fashion brand or anything really that special. But if any other brands pull out, that's going to be interesting to see on if he's really canceled or not. One thing that I think is probably going to affect him is that him getting those pop features did a lot for him, even though I didn't listen to them. But the white folks probably knew him because of that. And like, you need that. You need to be global by using these pop acts influence. And I think that that's going to have a hinder on his growth. But I don't think that that's going to cause him to truly be canceled. But if you want to keep it real, look at DaBaby's core fan base. It doesn't seem like they went anywhere, and it doesn't seem like they're going anywhere. The difference between this situation and the Tory situation is that Tory went independent right before this happened. So that made me very skeptical on the label politics behind the scenes. But since DaBaby's still signed, it's probably going to play out a little different for him. He's definitely a commodity at his label, and he's bringing in the big bucks over there. But I literally just got news while making this video that he got dropped by Lollapalooza, and that's a big festival. And I'm not going to lie, this might be the beginning of a little bit of a different career for DaBaby. Because even if you're not canceled because you still have your core fan base, if you're tied to a bunch of corporations who empower you, they could take you down just as fast as they built you up. But that's my opinion, not yours. If you want to go at it in the comment section, we could go at it. I ain't scared. Just don't be afraid to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. You feel me? I'm going to be dropping more content consistently, whether you like it or not. So get with it or get lost. Peace.